Hey guys, so in today's video, I'll be showing you how to actually sign models in the next, I don't know, maybe 10 days, give or take how hard you actually work. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So, as I said, depending on how hard you actually work, you can sign a model in the next 10 days or less, okay? So first off, you start by the creator psychology. So understanding a creator's pain point and desired outcomes, you can effectively craft a message that is worth it to them opening, right? Because if you're going to create a lame ass message, no one's going to open that shit, okay? So pain point, this is just an example, but these are what we see. Struggling to grow subscribers, earnings under 30k a month. So obviously subscribers means there's not enough traffic, so that's something. Inconsistent income with fluctuating high and low months, meaning that one month they have high months, the next they have a low month, okay? So next up is your content creation burnout from constant posting. Because you have to post so much, there's only so much you can do, and because of this, you burn out, okay? So that's another thing. Overwhelmed by admin tasks, example, fan messages of subscriptions. So people just ask, and there's just too many messages to actually answer. You only have, like, a creator only has so much time in a day, okay? So, and a fear of stagnation and fading popularity. This is another one. So use your pain points in ad messaging to build trust. So add these things in your messages, okay? In your outreach message. So use this and highlight how your agency bridges the gap to desired outcomes. So say that obviously, like, there's no burnout, you'll have consistent income, grow over 30k a month, things like this, okay? So next is the top of the funnel, because obviously this is a whole funnel, right? It goes down. So top of the funnel, attract OF creators with ads to generate followers and inbound messages. Obviously, listen, if you do not have maybe a YouTube, and especially if you don't have a personal brand, or even like if you have an agency page at least, and it's just looking shitty, you're not gonna have any inbound leads, and it's gonna be useless. So don't run ads unless you have a personal brand, you have your agency page set up, and I would suggest having YouTube. It's not necessary, but it is helpful, okay? So your ad strategy will be run ads via Instagram Ads Manager with 3 creatives. This can be videos, images, or carousel ads. I do suggest having a video ad, okay? Now, your desired outcomes would be consistent fan growth, so targeting 4k a month, 40k a month, stable, reliable income, creative freedom without burnout. These are things you can put in your ads, okay? Reliable team for admin and growth, and obviously trustworthy agency partnership, because these people have been scammed. They have been treated like shit in the past. So don't be that guy that does the same thing, okay? Now, craft ads that address creative pain points, example, growth struggles, and test multiple creatives for the best ROI. There's a method called the scientific method, and I'll actually show you what that is. So the scientific method has 7 steps, which is, okay, let's see, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data analysis, conclusion, and communication. So let's actually view a photo of this. Okay, ask a question, do background research, construct a hypothesis, test with an experiment, and obviously if the procedure is working, yes, then analyze and draw to a conclusion. And obviously, you know, results align partially or not at all with hypothesis, or it aligns, okay? So obviously, and then you'll be in a feedback loop. So obviously from your ad, you get feedback, and then you use that feedback to improve, and obviously you go back to the top, you do it again, you get feedback. That's called a feedback loop. Anyway, back to the topic. Middle of the funnel. So we were at the top, middle now. Retarget engaged creators and new followers to drive DMs and bookings. Retargeting strategy. So daily leads from new followers. So if you have new followers, DMs or story ads, even the people that view your story, DM them, okay? Use your manual DMs to message new followers who engage. I would not suggest using an AI for this, because Instagram really picks up AIs being used on their platform, so don't use that. Manually DM users who like posts and comments, and assign an appointment setter. That's something you can do rather than actually just using AI. So assign an appointment setter to follow up on DMs and likes. Now, personalize your DMs to build trust, retarget for 60 to 200 days, and that sounds insane, okay? But that's what gets the results, and you have to be consistent with it. So bottom of the funnel is obviously converting these leads into sales calls with nurtured and educated prospects. So daily leads from new followers and DMs. Use manual DMs or follow-ups to book qualified calls. Obviously qualify them a bit in your DMs, and then obviously when you send them a Calendly, they get further qualified, and then from there you can sort them if you want to have a call or not. Now, advanced is launch a VSL, a 5-day challenge or workshop to convert leads. A lot of people do webbies, so webinars, you can use that as well. Now, nurture your leads with value-driven content, so a free training, or use lookalike audiences for scalability. Now, your best practices here is ensuring compliance and optimize for long-term success. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term success game, okay? So obviously, yes, you can make a lot of money really quick, but you want that money to stay. So you're building a system, okay? So optimize and ensure that that's what you're going for, okay? Now, nurture leads with value-driven content, so a free training or growth tips, just as I said, and use lookalike audiences to scale campaigns efficiently. Now, monitor Instagram's guidelines and OF's terms of services regularly, because this changes, and I know Instagram just changed theirs not too long ago. So just keep that in mind and focus on safe for work content. Don't say or post anything that will get you banned or your account, shadow banned. Now, nurture leads with your value-driven content, so the free training tips or resources again, and obviously your action tips again. Craft your ad messaging that addresses creator pain points. Launch and test 3 ad creatives via Instagram Ads Manager. Target followers at $2 to $4 each. If you can get this lower, that's great. And retarget using story and DMs ads for 60 to 200 days. Now, use manual DMs to follow up and nurture leads, and launch a challenge, webinar, or a VSL for warm leads. Now, monitor compliance with Instagram's and OnlyFans terms of services and their guidelines, and you will be set. If you do this for 10 days and you don't book a call, there must be something you're doing wrong, because this is what we did, and we booked a few creators. So as I said, if something's not going well, it's probably because in the top, middle, or bottom of your funnel, you're doing something wrong, or you're maybe sending out the wrong message. It's something. But take a look at it, track everything, and from there, the data will give you an answer on what's actually wrong and where the bottleneck is. But again, use this, don't use it. I would highly suggest using it. But yeah, have a good day.